A young girl living in Utah discovers she is dying of cancer. But across the country, a perfect stranger finds out he is the only perfect match to save her life. KPLC's Erika Ferrando shares the story of this selfless gift that saved the life of this little girl.
At just 4 years old, Cammie Carver was diagnosed with cancer, and after 6 long months of IV chemo and intense treatment, she thought she would have another chance at a healthy life until her family was given very heartbreaking news.
She was off treatment and we were so excited, and then about 9 months after she went off of treatment for her first leukemia, we learned that it had come back.
That's when doctors told Cammie's parents she would need a bone marrow transplant. They would need to look to a donor registry for any acceptable matches.
They found that she only had one perfect match. They said, we have to contact her perfect match and see if he's willing to do this.
Only one perfect match. Within a registry of 11 million people, only one person had the ability to save Cammie's life.
The doctors were shocked. We were terrified. I mean, it would be so easy to say no to going in and getting surgery for someone that you don't even know.
The man whose DNA matched perfectly with Cammie's, Joe Tolan, a manager at Jason's Deli in Lake Charles, a man who signed up to be a donor with Be the Match Bone Marrow Registry only 6 months earlier.
And all of us managers and many of the employees also really wanted to help out for our fellow coworker.
Joe happened to be working the day a donor drive was being held for a coworker's daughter. It was a simple cheek swab that added him to the registry along with 11 million others. However, he received a call he never expected.
But they were calling me and they said they were with the Be the Match organization, and they said that I might be a possible match for a little girl with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
All he knew about this little girl was she was dying, and he was her only hope at defeating leukemia and having a chance for a normal life.
I got the call and I really felt like I needed to do it, and I felt called to do it.
When we found out that this mystery man was willing to give his marrow to donate to our Cammie, we were just thrilled. It meant that Cammie would get a second chance at life.
Joe underwent surgery, his bone marrow harvested and delivered to Cammie the very next day.
I don't know why. I wasn't ever scared or anxious about it. I just knew that this was meant to be, and I knew that everything was going to be okay. And so I just prayed for the good outcome.
When I got my bone marrow, I was really happy, and so I've been doing a lot of things with it.
Now 2 years later, Cammie finally gets to meet her donor in person, and Joe flies to Utah to meet who he now calls his second family.
And we round the corner and we see Cammie and her family. They're holding a sign that says, "Welcome to Utah Tolan's." And then Cammie just throws the sign up and darts towards me and gives me a big hug.
I was nervous but excited, but when I met him, it was just like, wow, he saved my life. There's like no way that I probably wouldn't have gone through a normal life without him.
It's indescribable. It really was a surreal feeling to meet him and to be able to just wrap our arms around this person who, kept our family together.
All it took was a simple cheek swab for Joe to discover his DNA would be a cure, a second chance at life for one special little girl.
It just happened for a reason, I feel like. For it to be 1 in 11 million, for everything to line up just how it did, for me to be working for Jason's Deli, for me to be a manager at that time in that store and working that day. I truly believe that I was called by God to do this, and that it would bring him glory and help other people.
It's really, truly amazing that the cure to our daughter's cancer was just, the medicine and the cure was walking around inside of a perfect stranger.
Joe now encourages others to take this simple step and possibly save the life of another.
Someone else has a cure built into them at their creation, waiting to save them and to save their life.
He practically gave me the best gift ever.
At your service, Erika Ferrando, KPLC 7 News.